Andy?
I've had an accident.
At that school, there's not such a joke. How is a karate kid anyway?
Who, Andy?
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Beth. Right.
Well, I hardly see him now.
Oh, why? Has he been expelled?
No, he's got his own tutor. Going to work in the corner of the library, where an H table used to be.
What? He's got a teacher to himself?
Yeah.
Since when?
I don't know, I think today.
Well, no wonder Big Lips went sloping out.
Well, don't go chasing Turner. He doesn't run the school.
I'm not. Give him the car keys. You ready, Donna?
What?
I'm taking you to school. I want to hear this from the horse's mouth.
But you can't, you're too busy.
Rubbish. Your father can manage without me.
Oh, yeah. God knows, I've had enough practice.
Bye, Mum. See you later.
Bye.
Why can't you tutor me like before?
I'm not a teacher, Andy. I'm not qualified.
Better than Miss Cullen any day.
Come on, you know that's not true. You're lucky to be getting another chance. And this way, you still get to see your pals at break time.
What pals? Nobody likes me, Sarah.
You've got to try, Andy. Please. You think being brave is about running away from home or hitching a lift from strangers, but sometimes the little things are harder. Like walking into a room and smiling when all you want to do is hide. Be brave, eh? Smile. I promise you it'll be all right.
We have a commitment to this child.
And what about your commitment to my child and the 20 other odd kids in her class who behave perfectly reasonably?
You know as well as I do, she gets a good education here.
This tutor, what salary is she on? 15, 16 grand? A lot more than I get for cashing gyros anyway. Cashing gyros for the likes of Andy Hopwood.
And that's uncalled for, Mrs. Windsor. It's nowhere near that figure. We're only employing Mrs. Sullivan for 5 or 6 weeks.
So are you telling me that your commitment would have been different if he'd started playing up at the beginning of term and not at the end? Would you have told him to sling his hook then?
No, our commitment would have been the same.
Thank you. Now we know where we stand.
What's the matter, Viv? Can't you handle a direct conversation? We're closed.
I beg your pardon?
It's where you speak to me straight to my face without sneaking behind my back. Why don't we give it a whirl? It doesn't help when vindictive parents stick their oar in and tell their kids to steer clear of Andy, ostracise him.
You do it yourselves. Ask for different treatment. Call it special needs. Special needs. He's just got a vicious streak in him, that's all. We're closed.
And so have you where Andy's concerned. If you could see what it's doing to him, you might think twice.
I doubt it. I'm more bothered for kids like my Donna. They behave themselves, toe the line. Oh, for what? They lose their computer and God knows what else because the school would rather splash out on a personal tutor for some little tearaway.
There you go again.
Oh, come off it. I'd say the same thing for any kid that acted like he does. It's nothing personal.
Oh, isn't it? You've laid into Andy at every opportunity since he came to this village, and I'll tell you why. Because you're a tuppenny-halfpenny snob. You brought your kids here for some grotty council estate, and our children took them in and befriended them. But then Andy turned up, and it was another matter. It was batten down the hatches, not in my backyard.
Rubbish!
Oh, you were quite happy to take his pocket money in your shop, but you wouldn't have him eating at your table.
Well, no wonder he's so screwed up with you going on like that. Get out of here.
You don't like Andy because he reminds you of what you and your family used to be.
You snotty cow! I said get out!
Oh. Sorry. Well, I only came for a bottle of wine. I've probably just made matters worse. I felt like grabbing her and saying, he cries himself to sleep. He wet the bed last night. Can't you just give him a break?
Should only use it against him.
He's a kid. He's a bit different, that's all.
People don't like that. I know.
The worst thing is, they drag you down. I find myself thinking, Andy, don't do that. Why can't you just keep your mouth shut? Can't you just be...
Normal. Been there, seen it, got the T-shirt.
The shop's the obvious place for a petition. Everyone comes through here. The shop and the pub.
Have a word with your friend Terry.
You're very lukewarm about all this.
I don't want you going off at half-cock, that's all. I mean, speak to the other parents first, see if you got any support. Don't be the only one sticking your neck out.
Well, you have changed your tune. Remember Tom Bainbridge?
Yeah, I remember where it got me.
Do you think Kathy would sign? I mean, I know she's very friendly with the Sugdens, but it is Alice's education at stake when all's said and done.
I think Kathy's got more important things on her mind, don't you?